Alright. Damn, alright. Where to begin? Okay. The SubLight Salvage and Shipping Corporation, also known as SubLight Salvage and Shipping, or as most of us call it, simply SubLight, is a corporation which operates mainly from the groundbreaker, alright? Okay. They are a network of salvagers, so to speak. It's kind of literal, but not in a way. They have businesses that ties to transportations and to waste disposals. Okay, I know you can't see me right now, but I'm doing heavy air quotes with my hands as to imply that they are clearly doing something illegal and that this is just a cover-up to that whole other business. You got it? Okay, let's continue. A tangled web of contractors and secretive vice presidents make up their official hierarchy, leaving really no one to speak on the record about SubLight's more legally dubious activities. You know, which on top of the suspicious business they manage, this makes them look even more shady, right? In fact, I think that the only thing known about them is that they are trying different slogans, like, "Welcome to SubLight, where salvage runs thicker than blood." Or SubLight, because what's your alternative? And SubLight puts the organized in organized crime. Okay, that last one's kinda good. I mean, come on, Captain. A self-burn? Those ones are... What am I even saying? Alright, let's continue. Alright. Lilia Hagen is the CEO of SubLight Salvage and Shipping Corporation. Not much is known about Lilia, really. Nothing is really known about his early life. Aside from being a direct descendant from the original groundbreaker colonists, she is a complete mystery, Captain, a blank page. At some point, Lilia joined the SubLight Salvage and Shipping Corporations, and she worked her way up to the CEO chair. The company was a full-time job for her, which caused her to lose sleep, making her impatient and emotionless. She is cold, direct, and somewhat even paranoid. It's hard to gain her trust. Eventually, like most people in this line of work, Lilia only cared about one thing: profit. So, she started to invest in dangerous jobs, which, if not caught, would make her very rich. And I'm talking filthy rich. So, like any true professional, Lilia didn't got her hands dirty. She started offering these jobs to all types of mercenaries. You know, like you and me. SubLight maintains an office about the groundbreaker, alright? We already knew that. But don't be fooled, they have some long-reaching claws. There is a settlement over on Monarch. It's known as Fallbrook. Fallbrook is a small company town whose construction was masterminded by Catherine Malley. She's a top dog over there. She is known for a really violent temper, and she won't hesitate to hire a hitman to get somebody whacked. So, you know, watch them out around her, okay? The town was built into the side of a mountain, and that, Captain, that is no accident. The choice of such a location was due to the activities of, let's say, doubtful legality that are exercised in that town. You see, Fallbrook has a lot of activities to offer to all of its visitors, from those who search for activities of leisure to those with an inclination for vice. In the mountains, well, they just offer a perfect hiding place, and even more, such as smugglers and outlaws, while also providing the opportunity for different Byzantine socialites and high spheres of Terra 2 to enter and leave Monarch without being seen by the board. It is also a great place for the clandestine entry of Terra 2's resources on Monarch, activity which, by the way, has been banned by the hazard clause promulgated by the board. And SubLight? They practically run the place. And even further away, Captain, they own an establishment called the Sprat Shack. Well, they don't call it like in that sense, but the name is Sprat Shack, okay? Sorry for being creative. The Sprat Shack is a hub for salvagers and smugglers located all the way in Gorgon Canyon. Yes, in that Gorgon Canyon, in the border of the Halcyon system, yeah, right there. The Sprat Shack used to be a shipping warehouse until space was vacated, so SubLight naturally moved in. Although on the surface the shack is run by SubLight, the owner is actually Sprat aboard the Groundbreaker called Matt Sprat. A ploy put in... Oh no, yes, I'm being serious. No, I don't know how they did that either. Yes, I would also love to meet Matt someday, sounds lovely. Can I continue? Thank you. Matt Sprat is a plot put in place by Lilia Hagen in the event of, any legal issues, so penalties are not directed at the company itself. Yeah, it sounds a little crazy, but actually most of the corporations on the Halcyon systems are run by Sprats. Yeah, I know, everybody's a piece of shit. According to Lilia, SubLight occupies a legal blind spot, which really is just a fancy way of saying that no one really knows what they're licensed to do, which in turn gives their quote-unquote little business some freedom. As a result, SubLight as a business operates in activities that would be considered illicit by some, immoral by others, and even at odds with the board, such as the takeover of abandoned space habitats, smuggling contraband, and serving as a front for companies to bypass the infamous Hushhot clause applied on Monarch. Oh, and don't worry, I know that I've said that name a couple of times now, but I will tell you about it later. Although the board tolerates and sees the value of SubLight's activities, there's still a limit to what the latter can get away with. And with all of this, the common folk is still divided on what to think about SubLight. Well, I can't really blame them. It depends on what perspective you have of them, really. Now, for example, Grim, a guard at the Stellar Bay landing pad. He is happy that SubLight has a base in Fallbrook because, even if legal, they supply the locals with Purpleberry Crunch. That's it. That's all it took for him to like them. While there are other persons like Murdered Leonard Wheeler. Leonard is a corporal aboard the Groundbreaker who mans the customs and immigration desk. He's the one that impounded the ship. Oh, and now you know who he is? Of course. Anyways, he tries to warn everyone about SubLight, saying it gives him the creeps, since the rumor has it that they not only strip the parts from the derelict ships, but they actually make them derelict. Yeah, he has a more solid reason to dislike them, but it's still mainly a rumor. Like everything in SubLight, really. You know what? Yeah, let's stick with Leonard. SubLight is not a good sign. That's why I think we should sneakily head back to the Reliable and get the hell out of here. No matter why or how, but if they get even a whiff on our situation and see us, we are done for. Now, let's go back to the ship!